The Coles County Church hosts Sunday service at Charleston High School, and that sparked a lot of conversation on social media. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Maher Kawash.
And I'm Parker Valentine. For decades, the Fields Church has been a part of the Mattoon community, but this year the church expanded its mission to Charleston and on Sunday conducted its first services at Charleston High School.
And it's that location that's prompted some discussion on Facebook. The Fields Church has a rental agreement in place with CHS where they can run service on Sundays when school is not in session. But at least one parent I spoke with today still has an issue with that.
My first impression was, is this constitutional? And upon looking into it, I realized that it's a gray area. The law is not quite settled when it comes to churches in schools.
Some say it's a matter of church versus state, but the Charleston School District says that's not the case. Photos like the one on your screen surfaced over the weekend on social media, causing some concern among parents like Amy Graziano, who's worried about the high school possibly advertising for a local church.
Taxpayers are paying to heat the auditorium, and I don't think that the custodian fee, which is minimal that they're charging, is enough to recoup what the taxpayers have to put out for this to go on.
Charleston Schools Superintendent Todd Villardo says the fees charged are in fact the same for any organization wanting to use the space.
So the church in this case is being charged in the same manner as other nonprofit community groups or organizations. And in particular, those charges include custodial overtime, use of the heating, ventilation, air conditioning system, and snow removal.
Economic concerns aside, parents like Graziano are still worried about a religious group having any affiliation with a public school.
I would say probably a majority of the community is perfectly fine with it because it meshes with what they believe, and that's fine. But there is a pretty strong minority who don't, and who probably would have constitutional grounds to argue with this.
Villardo, on the other hand, says the school is just renting space as it has in the past.
In remaining viewpoint neutral, the district is neither advertising nor sponsoring the organization. As a public school district, our school facilities, they've long been used by community organizations, including religious organizations and groups, charitable and philanthropic groups as well.